Hi, Kayla. I'm just looking at your AI files. They do, let's see, over here, they all are on 3x3. That's good. You do have these in CMYK. Okay. And I am noticing, let's see, let me get this out of here and make sure. Okay. So this banana is not looking quite right. I wonder if you did a file place on this from a separate document to bring it in, because it just looks pixelated and strange, and it must be missing. The link must be missing, maybe. I think it must have been placed in. So a way to get around that, I mean, this color version looks correct. The banana is vector. It's embedded in here. It's just copy pasted. You could also do a Command C and then a Command V here to bring it in over here. So this is what we want it to look like, and then we would just change everything to white. So I mean, we would have to use the white arrow tool and maybe just change all the black to white, and then and we could do that easily. You can actually grab the black and then do object or select same fill color, and it will get all the same fill colors, and then you can just change them all at once to white. And then maybe these you would just delete and have as a kind of an outline. I think that's a decent thing. That's what you did on your black logo, but for some reason the black is looking really pixelated. I'm not sure why. It's a little weird. If it could just look like the white one, you know, just do a file save as and save it as black, and then change everything to black. You know, select this and do, you know, select same fill color, change it all to black, then save that. That could be the black file, so that you don't have quite so many rough edges, especially on the black. I don't notice it as much on the white or the color at all. So that's kind of a mysterious thing that's happening. I'm not quite sure, but your color logo looks the best as far as everything's concerned. So anyway, okay, so here I'm actually looking at all of your JPEG files. They look correct. I shouldn't have had you make a white JPEG, because white JPEGs just look white with a white logo on top, because JPEGs automatically fill the background with white. But the others are looking good. You are having a little bit of jumping around here, and that tells me that you're moving things around after you had saved one file, and then going to the next, you ended up moving these. So in the future, if you do design a logo, try not to move anything when you're saving out your different colors. Other than that, these are in the correct. These are the print JPEGs. They're 300 ppi at CMYK color mode, which is what I wanted. I'm going to look at your PDFs really quick. It's 3x3. I can see it if I hover down in the corner. I can see what size these are. 3x3 inches. That looks good. Oops. 3x3. Okay, that looks good too. So I'm looking in your screen folder, and these do have the color information on them. There's no extra characters. You have the right file types. One thing I am noticing about the naming conventions on the RGB screen color version, this should be, instead of color, this should be RGB, and instead of color, this should be CMYK. That's how I had that on the project worksheet. It's a small thing, but it is helpful to have differentiation, you know, if you can, in the file name between RGB or CMYK. Obviously, between like this JPEG and this JPEG, we don't know if it's RGB or CMYK, other than if it's in the screen or print folder. But I did on the project worksheet and in the diagram ask for CMYK and then RGB in this. But it's a small thing, but something to consider. So I did go ahead and check these, and these all looked good. They were in CMYK, or they were in RGB color mode, and they were 72 ppi, which is what I asked for. One thing about the, and I kind of mentioned this earlier, I do think that I did anyway, with the white JPEGs, they're just going to look white. So if I open these up, I should have asked you to just make a PNG file for at least the white screen logo. In this one, in the white, I should have just had you not even make this one, but I didn't really think ahead on that one enough when I designed the project. But as you can see, the PNG file has a transparent background, whereas this one just looks white. This is the JPEG. So obviously you would use the PNG file for screen if you were making like a website or something with a black background, you wanted a white logo. This is the logo that you would use, not this one. So anyway, you did really well. There was just a few small things that I noticed, mostly having to do with the AI files and some of the fuzziness with the black logo, missing the file here with the white logo, and then there was a little bit of jumping around with the files because I think you must have maybe ended up moving something. So anyway, other than that, it looks great. Kayla, keep it up.